And I'll tell you a story of a guy, I won't say his name. He came out to hang out with me, and I was with a couple friends. And it was my first time meeting him. He was a friend of a friend, and we were all out having fun, just joking, laughing. And he shows up, and he just got out of work. So to be fair, he was like kind of in his head, didn't have the best day. And he was extremely competitive. He's like, where do I stand? And immediately, you can see how they engage in the conversation. They're like, so, how's the business going? I'm like, oh, it's going great. It's like, oh, me too. So this is how much I made this month. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought we were just joking. He's like, yeah. And he just stuck to it. I'm like, back to the joke. He's like, oh, okay. But back to this, just trying to play this thing where it's like, we're all on the same team. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to keep qualifying yourself. And in the vibe, everyone felt it. It was like this weight, this person just pulling it down. Why? Because they were trying to be cool. And let this sink in. By trying to be cool, you're automatically not cool. You cannot become cool in the paradigm of trying to be cool, in this competitive paradigm. The way you become cool or high status is by opting out of that. You're either at the bottom, it's like, I'm low status. What do I do to be higher status? Right? And you'll see people a little shy, but then you'll also see people who are, say, I got all the skills, and hey, what's up, man? Feel that handshake? You feel my voice? Yes. And it's like, whoa, like it's way too much. And they'll walk it by like, sit down.
Control muscles engaged.
No fucks. What's up? I'm just chilling. Literally, I don't give a fuck. You can bleep it.
I don't care.
Right? Is this an alpha position? That's right. Just how I roll.
Me too.
Literally. That's how I roll. Is this cool? Is this high stat? It actually is pretty cool. Well, it's cool in a way where it's a joke, but you'll see people take it a little too seriously. Or they're like, if there's an armrest, they're like, I must take the armrest. And like shove the person, like, dominate. One for the high statusness, right? Or if someone's ordering, it's like, I would like that dish. And it's like, it's way too much and it's too try hard. It's not cool.
Or another way to look at it too is that you have a situation where if somebody's apathetic, they have no social status, then that's a level up from sitting there just derping. I would, if I'm my son and he's like, yeah, this is how it is, ha, yeah. I would rather that over passiveness and just being like.
It is a step up, yeah.
Okay? It's a step up. But is that your last step? No. Is that the final destination? No. Okay, so things like that. Everybody go that. Okay, so it's great from a certain standpoint. That's why we go through phases. Control muscles are there for a reason. That's your control muscle. Those are there to help you. But then there's a point where they hurt you. Say every truth is but a half truth. There's a limit to every paradigm. So there's a point where it's helping you. There is that point where you try to go, and it's good. It's actually better than just sitting there derping. But then there's a point where you become so natural, you become so cool, and you're not getting to that point because you're not learning how to let go. Anytime that you're teaching social dynamics, you've got to walk that fine line because on one level, you don't want to tell a guy who's a derper, oh, just let go. He's like, already doing that. I got that. So at a certain point, that actually can be very, very powerful. It's a very good lesson to say, you know what, I'm gonna like just get more tense and take it more seriously. That's very powerful. And I hope that you all have a phase like that. But like I said, there's two types of muscles. What's the first type? What is it? Control. What's the second type? Release. And so most of you guys have been stuck in control for years. And you're so uptight, it's so jammed in there, it's like a jam muscle, and just to get it to stop, you need to massage it out. You need to learn how to release. You've got to learn how to get it to stop festering. So what I want you to do now, just for a moment, just take a deep breath. Deep, suck it in, and just let it out. Let it out. Just go, just let it out. That's a great space to be coming from. Anytime that I would teach you on public speaking, anytime that I teach you on social interaction, the first thing I do is I teach you how to step up, how to bring some energy. But then from there, what I would teach you is actually how to let go, how to have unconscious competence. Because to become an iconic speaker or to become a living legend, you're not gonna get there by controlling more. You get there by initially learning to control, but eventually by letting go. Does that make sense?